Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Gilmore. I'm going to be one of your professors in our class, which is titled English Language and Culture Through Modern Media, The Office Season 1. Here we have the description of it and also the link to enter. So I'm just going to go through it briefly. So this is a 30-hour course. It's 1 month long. We're basically going to be going through 6 different episodes of the popular TV show, The Office, and you're going to be doing a variety of different activities that are based on vocabulary, on writing, on interaction skills, and a bunch of different things. And I just want to show you a little bit about how this website is going to work and how we're gonna navigate the course through Moodle. So let's click on it and see what we have. Okay, so at the beginning there's the introduction. Here's where I'll be putting this video. And then next you can see there's a question, help, and news forum. You can click on here. And anytime you have a question or you're unsure about something, you can click add new discussion topic. As you can see, I put one down here, and then this discussion will show up here. You can click on here, and for example, I put this question. And if you want to, if you're a student and you see someone's asked a question, you can reply to this problem. So if you have any questions, feel free to put it on here, and I will, if I see your question, I will respond to it. Or if you see a question from your student, a fellow student, you can respond to that as well there, for any kind of doubts that you have about the course. I put a variety of information in each of the parts. So here, we're also going to have a question day, where on May 8th at 9 p.m. you can join a discussion and talk to me directly about any questions or doubts you might have. And I'll explain a little bit more later how we can use this platform, which we call Easy Talks. It's kind of like a Skype-based program. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So I'm going to go through the basic structure of the class. There's 4 weeks. The first 3 weeks are weeks in which you'll be watching episodes. And then the last week is the week in which you'll be doing your final project. There's 2 final projects, a written final project and a video final project. So don't have to worry about that right now. We'll talk about it later, but we'll talk about the structure of each week. So each week, here's week 1, is going to be the same. So week 1, week 2, and week 3 really have the same structure. So I'm just going to show you week 1. And then I think you'll get it. By the first week, you should be understanding this. And then in the next weeks, you won't have hardly any questions, I hope. So first thing you see, there's 2 items here. These are vocabulary lists. So these are vocabulary items that I think are interesting. I think they're useful. A lot of them are casual slang words, kind of things like that. And these are words that come up in the series that I think you might not know. So let's click on it and have a look. For example, I've just gotten it. It's here. Vocabulary episode 1. So here you can see I've put in, this is a word file, and I put a variety of words here. So here's a word, downsize, it's a verb, and here's my definition of it. You can check out the definition, and then here's an example in italics. So this will be an example of how you can use the word. So I think you should just read through this before you do before you actually watch the episodes, so that you can be prepared. So just pre-read this. You don't need to do anything special with it. Just read it. Be prepared for the words, and when they come out in the series, you'll be able to understand them more easily. Okay? There's 2 vocabulary lists, one for episode 1, one for episode 2. In each week, we're going to be watching 2 videos. So week 1 is episodes 1 and 2, week 2, 3 and 4, week 3, 5 and 6, and then final projects. Next, you're also going to be getting some discussion questions. So these discussion questions, you don't have to do anything before you watch the episodes, but just take a look at them and keep them in your mind. So, for example, if you want, you can even have this open while you watch the episodes. So you're going to have to answer these questions and turn them in on Thursday. You're going to have to turn them in on Thursday. So here you are. You have some questions, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 10 questions. And each one I want you to answer. It doesn't have to be a super long answer, but like 3 sentences. Try to write 3 sentences and try to make it a thorough, complete answer. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you're going to turn it in later, so keep it in mind. And maybe keep this up when you're watching the episode. Just be prepared for it. And those are just short answers. Next thing, this is the main thing, is episodes 1 and 2. So you click on here. This will bring you to my Google Drive. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed. This will bring you to my Google Drive. And here you can see, here's the 2 episodes. You just click on it. Double click here. Here pops up the the video itself, and it would just begin like this. It does have subtitles. You can turn them off here if you don't want subtitles.
Her face, because, not because I'm scared of her.
And so you can watch the episode easily. They're each 22, 23 minutes long. and there's 2 episodes that you have to watch each week. So it's less than an hour of actual material, and then we'll do a variety of activities with it. Okay, let's go back to our course. Okay, so first you read the vocabulary lists, then you read the discussion questions, then you watched the episodes. Okay? Then after you finish the episodes, what I want you to do is I want you to take this file, this discussion question, and I want you to answer the questions and turn it in here. So you're going to turn in your discussion questions here. This is going to be due, we'll click on it right here. It's due on Thursday. So Thursday is the day when we have our discussions each week. So I want you to turn in your vocabulary and your discussion questions before we have the discussion. Okay? So every week, these homework assignments are going to be due on Thursday. Here it is. Vocabulary practice and discussion questions week 1. These 2 assignments, and also comprehension quizzes. These 4 assignments are always due on Thursday. Okay, so remember, Thursday is your day to turn things in. So get started early in the week. If you have any questions or if you need more information, and these more info and references, episode 1 and episode 2, you can click on them. It will take you to a web page which has all the information you need to know about the office. So this episode has the summary. It has some difficult words. If you scroll down, here's cultural references. This is references they make. You might not know something, so you can check this, and it will explain why it's funny or what he's talking about. And there's just a variety of information here in case you're confused by something. It's just to help you out. And you don't need to do anything with this if you don't want to. It's just for you. Okay, so after you've watched the episode, you're going to want to do your vocabulary practice. So here, it's very easy. Just write 20 sentences using 20 different vocabulary words, and you can choose the words. There's 2 lists here, 1 and 2, and there's 20 words each. So in total, choose half of the words, like 10 from one and 10 from the other, and just write an original sentence. It's not too hard. It probably would take you about an hour or so. Just write out the vocabulary words in an original sentence and just turn it in here. Should be easy. Can be whatever kind of sentence you want. Just has to make sense. Okay. Next, we have discussion questions. So the questions I already showed you. Fill in your answers. Each one should be about 3 sentences and put it in here. That'll turn in on Thursday. This one's also Thursday. Then I want you to do these 2 quizzes. Now these quizzes they're pretty easy. They're just to make sure that you actually watch the episode. It shouldn't take you too much thought. If you watch the episode, it's basic things like, what's Michael's job? Or something like that. Things that should be easy. You just go through them. It shouldn't take you more than 10 or 15 minutes each one. It's just 10 questions here, 10 questions here. These are also due on Thursday. And then we'll have our class discussion. I'm going to show you later how to get into this. But basically, it's a video chat discussion. So you and the rest of your classmates will be joining a video chat, and I will be there as well. And then I'll be asking you the questions from this list, from discussion questions. So you want to have these finished. You want to have your ideas all ready. And then I'll ask people, please tell me what did you think about this question. And then we'll have a little discussion, and we'll talk about the class. We'll talk about any questions that you have about the class, and we'll talk about the episodes as well. So just have your thoughts ready. We're just going to discuss and talk about what we've seen and what we thought was funny, what we thought was not funny, what we are thinking about the show in general. And we'll just discuss the discussion questions and just, we'll just have a discussion. Just be ready, be present. You need to come to these. They're a very important part of the class. The only really presential, the part where you'll actually be in the class. And I'll show you how to get into that in just a second. And the last thing I want you to do, this is due on Sunday, the last day of the week, is just do a reflection video. So you can use, like I'm using, Screencast-O-Matic, or you can use any other kind of video tool that you want to. I just want you to take a video and just review what you've learned. You can talk about any of these things, what happened in the episode, what was funny or interesting, what was not funny or not interesting, what did you learn, some predictions about the next episodes, things that you couldn't understand, things that you didn't like, or describe some characters. You can talk about whatever you want. It should be about 5 to 15 minutes long. And it's kind of freestyle. Don't overthink it. I want you to just get on the camera and just start talking and just tell me what you learned and how you enjoyed or didn't enjoy the episodes. And yeah, and I'll show you how to use Screencast-O-Matic in another video. So, okay, so that's how the week structure basically goes, and that's going to repeat 3 times. So you go week 1, week 2, week 3, all the same. And then Week 4, this is your final project week. So you'll do a final written project, and I have all the description here. Very easy. You should be able to understand it with no problem. And if you go in here, you can see the due dates. Will be here. Where's the due date? Well, you need to turn this in before the end of the class. The due date is somewhere. And let's see what else we have. So you go to, there's your final written project. You'll write a 5-paragraph essay about this question here. Then your second final project is a video project, which you'll be doing a video review of The Office. So I have the description here. You just pretend like you're a TV critic and you review The Office. You talk about some characters. You talk about what you liked or you didn't like. You give it 1 to 5 stars. You pretend as if you're recommending or not recommending the show to like online, maybe like you're a YouTuber and you review movies. That's what this is kind of idea. And you're going to use Screencast-O-Matic here, unless you have some other thing. And you can download click here. Here's some tutorials on how to use Screencast-O-Matic. And I'll also include a tutorial that I'll create for you guys. Okay. And then we'll have one final discussion, and that will just be light. Don't worry about it. That's not going to be graded or anything. Just on May 31st, on Thursday, that's the last day of the course, we'll meet together and we'll just talk about what was it like. You can answer some questions. How was it? What did you like? What did you didn't like? What did you think about the assignments? And just answer these questions. So here, there's 10 questions. You click here, and you need to go in. And basically, there's going to be a. I'm actually not a student right now. Let's see, I need to change my role. Student. So let's say I click continue, and right now it's not open, but you would go in there and you answer 10 questions. It's just feedback so we can improve the course and make the course better for people in the future. So don't worry about that. That will come up later on in the course at the end of the week. Okay? At the end of the month, I mean. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be doing in this class. It's just, I just want you to watch the videos, have fun, try to understand them, try to learn a little vocab, try to do a little writing, a little comprehension questions, things like that. And we'll be doing discussions and video logs. So it should be, it's going to be all online. If you have any questions, you can contact me directly, and I'll include my email address in in this information section. And you can also contact me here in this question help and news forum. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I need to tell you. Yes, I'll include as much information as I can. I'll also put in a tutorial for using Screencast-O-Matic and for also using EasyTalks. Those are the 2 technological platforms that we're going to be using apart from Moodle to carry out our course. So I think for now I've explained to you fairly well enough maybe, how to do the course. And again, remember on Tuesday, May 8th, we'll have a question session. So if you have any doubts about things, you can log into EasyTalks and you can ask me some questions. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys.